What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Inspire Create Manifest podcast. I'm your host, Joe Longo, and today we're having that uncomfortable conversation about everything that happened in the world last week. And I've been sitting in this space of what the fuck happened. I've also been sitting in this space of, I guess I'm a Christian. I hate religion. I hate organized religion. But I'm definitely a follower of Jesus. And every time I've needed someone to turn to, I've turned to God and Jesus. That's my faith. That's the way I was raised, and I've tried to run away from it. And every time I've tried to run away from it, I just got pulled back into it with more understanding, more awareness, because I've given myself permission to explore it, not to criticize it and say, oh, wow, you messed up my childhood, but to go deeper and to realize that we're all humans and that religion is fucked up and that organized religion is fucked up and that everything in this world is a little fucked up. But can I have the discernment to see through it? Can I see through the bullshit? And I feel like I'm in this space of, yep, I can see through the bullshit. I can see through you. I see the real you. I can't remember what song that is from, but that's really been coming up a lot for me. And I can see through you. I see the real you. And over the past week, everyone's real you has been shining through. It's very clear to see where you stand and what you believe in and where you value life and where you don't value life. I can now see the people that have been extremely manipulated by clickbait. And I want to scream and say, do you realize how manipulated you're being? I want to scream and say, do you realize that meme that you just shared with that quote is completely out of context? But I know you won't hear it. You won't see it, and you will come back with, yeah, but. Because that's where you are. That's where you are, and that's fine. It's sad. It's fine. One of the ways that I've processed my childhood and growing up with all of the experiences that I've had is that everybody that has been in my life has been at their own level of awareness. And I can't be upset with anybody about any of it because they've been at their own level of awareness. And only they will move past that level of awareness if they want to move past that level of awareness. I can invite you before you send out the hateful meme that says, yeah, but, with some quote that's been taken out of context, to actually search and find the whole conversation that quote came from. You might learn something. For every single person out there that has said, yeah, but, my invitation to you is, yeah, but, have you listened to a full conversation with Charlie Kirk? Or have you only listened to what CNN, MSN, Fox, or whoever else told you? Or the fancy yoga teacher in her Lululemon pants? But this is what Susie said, so it must be right. And Susie's part of the cool kids, and we don't want to offend the cool kids because then I'll have no friends if I actually stand up for what is true and for what I believe in. So here I am. I thought the Trump podcast, the election podcast, was the hardest podcast that I've ever had to record. But this is, because here I am again having to stand up for my truth. Not to say you're wrong, but to invite you to have a little compassion. And before you say, yeah, but Charlie said, I don't give a fuck. Can you have some compassion within your heart? Compassion enough for yourself to say, you know what, I am not going to blindly follow along. I'm going to stop playing the game of, oh, I can see through the veil now. I do yoga and meditate and I see through the veil, but you're still buying into the bullshit. When you really see through the veil, you see the bullshit. And there's so much bullshit around. So if you're running around with your love and light and your fairy tales and your fucking unicorns saying, I see through the veil, then see through it. See the truth for what it is. And the truth is, we live in a land of mass manipulation and distractions, keeping you away from you, keeping you away from your own internal voice, keeping you away from knowing what is right or wrong for you. Not because Susie and her Lululemons said, this is what we do now, and he said this thing, he must be a fascist and a racist because nothing. So for everyone that is here, like, don't like, unsubscribe, subscribe, share with your friends, don't share with your friends, unfollow me on Instagram, unfollow the podcast, block me, don't care. Think for yourself, though. Think for yourself. It's all we can do. Have some real discernment. Stop drinking the love and light Kool-Aid, thinking that you're a freedom fighter, when you might just be one of the most evil people on the planet. And that's very sad, and it's extremely heartbreaking. And I am so saddened and heartbroken by some of the comments that I have seen from people that claim to be light bearers, that claim to be on the side of good and justice. But I see through it now. I see the true colors. I see the evil that actually does reside within you, and it's sad, and it's heartbreaking. But I love you, and I'll keep loving you. If you're black, if you're green, if you want to refer to yourself as a fucking cat, I love you because I can see your soul. And I see the fear. And I see the hate. And I see the manipulation. And I see the bullshit. And when you see the bullshit, you can't unsee the bullshit. And you can't try to play, I'm over here and I'm over here. No, there's too much bullshit over there. And there's a whole lot of bullshit over there. And all I can do is honor what is right and true for me. But I have to own that responsibility. I love you guys. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep being me. And I'm going to try to be a little more me and a little more me and a little more authentic to me. Because there is that fear that I'm not allowed to be me. I'm not allowed to say that I'm a follower of Christ because that automatically puts me with a group of people that another group of people feel are racist and fascists and bigots. But here I am. I'm Joe. I'm Charlie Kirk. I'm you. And you're me. And we're all the same. And maybe we can remember that and actually start loving one another again. I love you guys. Have a great day.